So Jason Momoa dropped an absolute bombshell, confirming the internet rumors about him being in talks to play other Warner Brothers DC film characters outside of Aquaman to be 100% true. That's right. And that confirmation, well, let's just say it adds a lot of legitimacy to the panic and the problems we've been discussing with Aquaman 2. Those problems ranging from ballooning budgets, to DC thinking this film franchise might fail, and more. Now, what's amazing is that Jason Momoa, he seems to confirm these things too, saying, I will always be Aquaman. Nobody's going to replace me. You don't make statements like that when you expect a franchise to continue. You make statements like that when you think that the franchise, it's going to fail. You're going to have a character that's going to pop up here and there in cameos, but the person there's going to move on. You and I, we're going to listen to all of this today too. I mean, this is absolutely amazing. Oh man, fun times, huh? Fun times indeed. All right, so hey there to all you fine folks on this fine day, by the way. I hope you are doing excellently, man. Jason Momoa, he not only dropped an absolute bombshell here, but look at his mannerisms. I mean, he tells you, I don't want to have this conversation. Look at how this starts from go.
What was your meeting with James Gunn and Peter Safran like?
Now that's how Jason Momoa acts every single time that he wants to redirect. He has this nervous laughter. You know, he looks away. He doesn't make eye contact. Plus, he has involuntary movements. Now he's going to give a canned answer with this, and watch. He almost tries to shut down the discussion that comes afterwards, the part he knows it's going to go into, a discussion about Aquaman 2.
It's very, very wonderful. I'm in the house of Warner Brothers, and they liking a lot of stuff I'm doing, and we got a lot of good things coming.
11 more months until we get another movie.
Now you notice that we're not going. So you have the interview saying you have a movie coming out. 11 months. We know what exactly that's going to be. That's going to be a discussion about Aquaman. He's telling them we're not going to get into a discussion about Aquaman. Why? Because every single time this discussion comes up, it's not about something he can control. It's always about AH. It's always about drama. Plus, there's more addition to this now. I mean, we have discussions about what's going on at the highest portions of Warner Brothers. What panics there about reshoots and on. So instead of doing this, he goes with a canned answer. I mean, look how quickly he redirects.
We're going to have, we'll have Aquaman, which is funny. It's the beautiful thing is me and my partner wrote the first treatment for it. It's about a 55-page treatment. And a lot of it has to deal with, me talking to the UN, expediting what's going to be happening with the melting ice caps, and there's no far-off galaxy coming to destroy us. There's no aliens from another place. It's really just the idea of us ruining our planet, and the fact that we all need to get it together and save our home. So it's fun. It's going to be coming out in this December, and then.
So you notice that there. Again, he gives a safe answer. This is an answer that he has gone with before, but he's refined it quite a bit. I mean, the last time he went with it, there was a lot of discussion because he said a few things around that. Well, he has something else to add to this. This is a bombshell. I think that has been Warner Brothers approved, by the way. I think that they're not supposed to be talking about the movie, not in any way that's negative at all, and this leaves no room for other headlines. I mean, look at how this comes up.
I'll always be Aquaman.
Now, when he says, I'll always be Aquaman, of course, the internet, they went absolutely crazy. I mean, hey, this means X, this means Y. What he's saying here, though, isn't that there will always be a franchise there. In fact, it seems like he's saying the opposite because of how he follows this up.
The rumors aren't right. I'll always be Aquaman. Ain't anyone coming in there and taking shit. And then
now you notice that there. He's saying that nobody's going to come in and take this away from me. So I'm not going to be replaced on that. Now, you wouldn't be discussing replacement at all if you were talking about a viable franchise here. I mean, if we were thinking about an Aquaman 3, yeah, that's $1 billion plus franchise. You would never replace the Aquaman in it. So we're talking about a character going forward, meaning character in cameo version, which again, that sounds like a discussion that has nothing to do with franchise. In fact, that is bracing for cancellation. Now look at what he says after that.
And there might be some other characters too, so.
So you notice there, yeah, there might be some other characters too. Right there, he's confirming what the internet has been talking about. And what's fascinating about this is that this confirms a lot of things that James Gunn, he seemed to be trying to shut down at first. You know, there was a lot of discussion about how the DC universe, it was going to move forward. Jason Momoa, I mean, he was discussed as part of this. You had James Gunn saying, oh, all of those rumors that have been coming up, yeah, you can't put stock in them. And yet, this one right here, it turned out to be true. And how true it was, well, you can see this in the next statement as well.
Oh.
So I can play other things too. I can be funny and savage and charming once in a while.
Now, Jason Momoa, using those specific descriptors has one purpose, and that purpose would be the character Lobo. I mean, again, internet rumors, they have been discussing this, tying him to Lobo. Well, what you have here is Jason Momoa telling you, yeah, other characters. We're in talks to play them. What other characters, by the way? Well, it's that character that you've been hearing about. The dream character for Jason Momoa, by the way, the one that he really wants to play. But the reason that you have discussions like this at all loop back to the beginning of this conversation. When he was talking to James Gunn, when he was talking to Peter Safran, they wanted to reward him for what he's done for Warner Brothers. I mean, he isn't seen as the problem for that $1 billion franchise. The problem were the other people that they let go. The other people that they don't want to talk about. Everyone but Jason Momoa. They want to keep him around because audiences like him. They've liked him in so many other movies as well. I like him in those roles too. Again, he's telling you a lot of things, but the one thing that this tells you is that Warner Brothers, they wanted this discussed. They knew how this was going to hit in headlines. Yeah, I mean, a lot is said right there, more than I think most people actually realize. But you let me know what you think about this. And as always, I appreciate the heck out of you. You make this stuff work. Thank you. If you want to help out the channel, links are in the description. Check those out. We can always use your help. Share this thing everywhere too. Appreciate you. I'm going to end here thanking you again, and we will see you soon.